Hello everyone. I literally just got this We Are Memory Keeper in the mail a little while ago. And I had promised to do a review on it was the mini We Are Memory, I can't talk tonight. The We Are Memory Keepers mini envelope punch, but there was a problem and it's supposed to come in tomorrow, so we're going to do this one instead. And this is the frame punch board by the We Are Memory Keepers. And I've had a few to ask me, you have a big shot, you have some other things, why do you need these? Well, I kind of like to collect them. And if I have a class, I can actually go and do the class with these a whole lot easier than I could like taking a big shot. Those are heavy machines, or electronic machine. Let's open this little rascal up. I don't know why I like them, I just do. I think to me, the We Are Memory Keepers, they're one of the best brands for crafting tools, in my opinion. I mean, I don't have everything they've got out there, and I never will, but things that interest me, and I think I could use them, or even use them in class, I look at them and think about buying them, or either they'll send me one, graciously send me one. Now, I'm not getting paid for any reviews. It is my honest opinion. Sorry for the noise. I'm really trying to get it out of here without hurting. Wow, that was really in there. And the back of it kind of shows you, it would help if I put my glasses on. But my students like these, and some of the mamas like them to do, this is a real good one for anyone that does scrapbooking, or their memory books or anything like that. But it says that it will make, always look down here, and this is your English up here, the very first one, and it says using the punch cut system is easy to create paper frames from 2 inches all the way up to 12 inches. I didn't know that it would do 12 inches. I have to figure that one out, because when I looked at it on their website, I looked at the measurements and it didn't look like it would do 12 inches, but it says it does, so we'll see. Okay. It looks pretty basic, and it's like their other machines. They have the little cutting blade here, and I've never picked one up, so you'll just have to bear with me. All right. Instructions. You cut the paper to desire. See, all the other, it's just the first line. All the other is in a different language. Select the thickness of the corner alignment bar. That's these bars right here. And I read that on their website. Punch all 4 corners of your paper that you want to do. And whatever you punch it on is what you'll use this side for. And I don't know if you can see that, but it has 1/4 of an inch, a 1/2 inch, and it goes on. Well, your 1/2 inch is your last one. That's a 1/2 inch, the thickness. The same way with here. And this one right here, let's see if it says it. Yeah, it does your corner punch. Tips and tricks. So this would be, let's see, the length. The length of this, they say, is 6 inches. Well, how can it do 12? That's a good question. I'm going to figure that out. Your corner rounder is right here. This does corner rounding, and you would put your paper in right here. So let's just go ahead. I want to do the first one. Oops. I just knocked that off in the floor. Okay. Pick it back up. So I want to do the first one, and it's this one right here. Don't get mixed up and put it in the wrong hole. You know, you need to put it in that one right there, and this one right here. That's your least one. And what I'm going to try to do is, I've already cut a piece of paper. I'm wanting to frame this, but I've got a feeling that I didn't cut this quite big enough. If not, I'll put it in something else. A little stiff, it's brand new, so I saw it slip. All right. And I can have either side that I want, but while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and do the corner rounder. And you just put it in just like that. Okay, now whatever you used, like it was in this one right here, that's the least one. Whatever you use here, you need to use with this guide bar right here. It's what I call them. That's what I call these. They're the guide bars. And most of the time what you do with one, you do with the other. You lift this up, and you don't want to go out here and cut. You want to cut the inside. And here's your blade. You can see that. And I'm going to turn it sideways so I can see it. You can feel that you've cut it. You can feel that give. Just be careful and don't slip and go all the way, because then you'll cut your frame. This will make any size frame that you want. Okay. Look at there. I got a feeling that this isn't going to work though. No way. It does. Barely, but it does work. Oh my gosh. Well, that's pretty cool. And then you have this, and you know, this would be really pretty. I think I would trim this off to where it would be more like a frame, and you could actually use it for sentiments. If you wanted to put a sentiment on this, you could. I don't have any sitting out. We'll use Steve's playing cards. There we go. But you could have it sitting right in the middle and have this in a card. So 2 for 1. Well, really 3, because you've got your corner rounder too. So you cut frames for your pictures or paintings, which that's what this is it's an older painting that I did. I'm gonna kind of redo it a little bit and put it in one of my cards to sell, and I wanted a frame, so pretty good. It works, and it's easy. It's not hard. Just read the directions. But I'm interested to see, it said 12 inches from, I don't understand it saying that, because this little guy right here is only 6 inches long. So how could it be 12? Well, I got it backwards. On the inside, see, I'm looking for the inside of it. Yeah, and the inside is 12. But, oh, I got an idea. Hold on one second. I think I may have figured it out. 12 inches, 12 by 12. It's always, well, that's got stuff on it. I don't want to cut that down. This is embossed. I don't need to cut it down. Hold on. I know I got to have some other paper. Here we go. Might have to cut it down. I think that's a little bit bigger than 12 by 12. I just can't wrap my brain around how they say that it can do a 12 by 12, because it's awful big. Yeah, I just can't wrap my brain around that one. Let me... Sorry, I always want to push the envelope, don't I? Okay, that's 12 right there. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was a little bit bigger than 12. And that's 12. So that's on the line. Okay, now it's a 12 by 12. I won't be wasting much. And it being so big, I'm wondering how far this will go up into it. You know what? I think it'll go all the way to a 1/2 inch. Let's see. That's there, and that's there. Well, he'll punch it. I've got an idea how a 12 by 12 will work. I don't know why you'd want a frame as big as a 12 by 12, but we'll see. Now, my question that was on the furthest, I'm pushing it as far as it's got to be level. And what I'm thinking is you'll cut it from one side and then cut it from the other. I'd rather go, no. I just don't see how you could cut a 12 by 12 on here. Turn it over. Well, I think I just answered the question right there. You can do it. You can do a 12 by 12. It's better to go this way. You couldn't have a painting no bigger than one that would fit, but we're gonna see how this looks. All right. Now they did say on the 12 by 12, the little tips show you that you have to use scissors to clip it sometimes. And I guess that's just because it's so big. So, here, I didn't even cut all the way. There. Well, we just cut a 12 by 12 frame. Look at there. That's pretty cool. It'll even do a 12 by 12. May not be exactly perfect, but it'll do it. I think it would be easier just to do the cards or pictures for scrapbooking. you could do some other things, but you can see that it can be done. And then you have all these little scraps to take care of, but there's not many. Look at that. You could actually use these for paintings if you wanted to. I got a fourth one somewhere. I'll find it later. But that is a demo of the We Are Memory Keeper frame punch board. So it's pretty nice. You know, it has your punches, your guides. That's the first time I've ever put my hands on one. I've never owned one before. It's been out for a while, but I looked on Amazon and they've got them for like $13, brand new ones. So that's not a bad deal. I do my, before it ever comes in, I do my bookwork. I call it. I look into it and see what other people say, not in reviews, but on directions. And the We Are Memory Keepers has a wonderful website, and you can go on there, and they really explain everything real well. But let me know if you have any questions. I was excited to get this one in because I like making frames for my paintings. And I got it upside down. For my paintings. And then I thought about using these for sentiments for the inside of my card. And I love doing that. And it's just a plus that you can do your own framing. So, you know, it's pretty nice. And you could, from my understanding, it cuts a lot of different papers. It will cut pasteboard, and I don't really want to cut that. But let me see if I have a scrap piece. Here's some paper that I have purchased, and it's pretty thick. It's not as thick as this, but it's pretty thick. So let's just see how it punches first. I'm gonna go, let's see, that's that one, that's the second one. You have to be careful with these because you can get confused on them. Just try to remember it straight up and down on each one. Just like that. So, and it's got a line right here with the arrow. So just remember that that's how it works. So let's see what it does with this. Well, that was easy. Let's see what it's like with two of them. Harder. There we go. You have to put some strength into it, and I didn't want to hit the camera, but it will do it without sticking. So it'll punch. That's pretty thick, you know. So you could punch it. It wouldn't be easy. Now this would be. That was real easy to do. Now since I've done that, let's see if. No, that's easy. Yeah. And my hands aren't real strong. I've had a lot of problems, so they're not real strong, but that worked out real good. So you could basically put this in your, all right, I got this cut out. It's just scraps. can't ever be used. So I've got an idea. Instead of going to the problem of cutting it with this right here, when it's big, you could put it in here. I'm trying to line it up right. Too bad I folded it. Yeah, so you could punch it. And then come in here. I'm getting off, but I can fix it. Trying to keep it. Well, you want to line it up with the outside. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, see, I needed to be on the outside of it, not on the inside. So you have to line it. That's going to be hard to do now. No, it ain't. Same way with this one, I've done the same thing. There is a learning curve to it. There we go. Now, you got your frame. So, you could basically make any frame you want and cut it out with your cutter. You would just have to pay attention and cut to the edge of it and not on the inside. So, yeah, this would be very helpful for a lot of different projects. Well, I hope that helps you out. And the ones that were asking me about some more punches, I will get to them very soon as I can. If you have any questions, or if you have the frame punch board from the We Are Memory Keepers, if you have it and you've lost your directions, I have an idea. When you first get yours in, what I like to do is make a picture of it. And then I put it in Word. And that way, I'll always have it. You can laminate these, you know, because it has little tips and tricks in here to tell you about what to do, and, you know, and if it has the sizes, the paper sizes, and the right here. It's 2.5 by 3.5, and it tells you where to cut it. Set the corners at, and it tells you. I'll set the trim bar, but you always set the trim bar, which that's, let me move this out of the way. You always set the trim bar, which that's what this is the trim bar, just like it says. You set it on the same gauge that you have this over here. So, you know, this is pretty good. You can make a variety of different frames for projects. Well, that's it, guys. I'll talk to you again soon. God bless each of you. Bye for now.